What's going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and I am pissed off, okay? Openly admitting I'm angry about something, I'm upset, something that's going on YouTube, and it's something that's been going on for quite a long time. And I've held my tongue because I know that as soon as I start talking about something like this, people are going to misconstrue it. People are going to think that I'm directly attacking something or someone, when really that's not my intention. But I'm an extremely honest person. You know that I speak my mind. This is something that I've never really directly mentioned before, but I have to mention it because today was like the last straw. I woke up, I walked over to my computer, I looked at my YouTube channel, and I fucking clenched my fist like this to the point where I thought that blood was going to start fucking running out of it because I was so fucking angry, okay? So, that being said, please understand, disclaimer, this video is not intended to be a direct attack on anyone. This video is my personal opinion, and therefore, take it as you will. You know, you don't have to take this as fact or anything like that. But here's the deal. Here's what I'm upset about. Alright. As you know, I make my living off of YouTube, and I feel I work pretty damn hard at what I do. Not only just playing new games, doing improv commentary, traveling around the country, and taking cool video footage when I go to share with you guys. Basically doing original and interesting things to try to keep you entertained, okay? That's what I make my living off of. And as you know, I make my money based off of the amount of views that I get on my videos because I have a partnership with Machinima, which is one of the largest companies on YouTube. They actually pay me on a per-view basis for my videos. The reason they do that is because there are advertisements on my videos. And the advertisements are actually under Machinima's umbrella. So Machinima makes their ad revenue off of the ads. I get paid based off of views, okay? So that's the deal. And as you know, my primary focus on YouTube is gaming. Now, I've done other things over the years. I've done DSP Tries It. I've done Poorly Cooking with the King. All cool ideas and things that I thought at the time might have turned into something bigger. Unfortunately, I've eventually found out, no, this isn't something that I really want to focus on. A lot of people always ask me to bring back stuff like Cooking with the King, and I'm like, that's really not my forte. You know, I did it for a little bit when I was under the Google AdSense program, and I was looking to branch out because they wouldn't pay me for videos that were gaming related. They wouldn't let me put ads on videos that had video game footage. So I was trying to branch out, and I said, hey, I know how to cook some basic stuff. This could be cool things for gamers to cook really quickly. And so I made this series, but then I realized I had nothing else that I knew how to make. And I didn't want to be phony. I didn't want to go out there and start looking up recipes and cooking stuff that really I didn't know how to cook. I felt the series had run its course, and eventually I killed it, okay? So now, I primarily focus on gaming. That's my forte. That's what I'm good at, that's what I'm entertaining at, and that's what I make videos on, okay? Well, I have mentioned this and talked about this, but never really directly addressed it before. But there are people on YouTube, we're talking big YouTubers, we're talking people who, they make the money. They make way more money than I do, okay? They're way more popular, and there's different ways that some of them have done it. Some of them abuse the YouTube system, and they flag or they categorize their videos incorrectly. They know how to make a fucking stupid thumbnail with a big face on it and fucking bright text so that, you know, I guess statistics prove that when you make a stupid custom thumbnail like that, that people will click on your video. And they do everything they can to game the system to get onto the main page of YouTube and get extra views, and because of that, their channels blow up. That's one category. There are other people who actually legitimately got big on YouTube, meaning they put out entertaining content and they mastered what they did, and they ended up getting kind of like semi-mainstream coverage through different channels, and they became big YouTubers, and they make big money, and they're probably, to be completely honest, they're probably set for life with the amount of money that they made off of YouTube. We're talking giant sums, okay? I'm not one of those, but we're talking people who make giant sums off of YouTube. And the thing that really annoys me is when you have someone who you know they're already making giant sums of money, and you really know that they could just focus in on what they're doing and become better at it, but instead of that, they take the easy way out. They decide they're going to branch off into something that's really easy for them because it's popular, it's hip at the time, they know that it's the thing that all the kids are watching, And in particular, what I'm addressing is people who already have existing YouTube channels for things like daily vlogs, you know, their particular video series that are popular, and then they decide one day, oh gee, I think I'm just going to make a gaming channel over here, and you know, I'm going to play video games. And it really annoys me because there are people out there like me, like my primary living is off of this, off of doing this, and no, I never gamed the system. I've always stayed true to who I am and what I am. I pride myself on that I don't cheat, that I don't, you know, do anything. You know, like I said, I did Cooking with the King. I realized it wasn't what I wanted to do. It wasn't me. And that series is done. I'm true to myself. And I do what I enjoy, but I also do what I feel I'm the best at and what you enjoy the most. There are people out there who literally said, well, I have a really popular main YouTube channel. Well, guess what? I like more money for no effort. So I'm going to make a gaming channel. And so they just open a gaming channel. And they start playing, of course, some of the most popular games of the time. And you can tell when you watch these channels that there's little to no effort that goes into them. It's not like me where you're playing the game and doing improv commentary or anything like that. No. They were direct capture the video footage like everyone else. They dub their voice over it after the fact to the point where it's like, it's not entertaining at all, okay? It's horrible, it's scripted, it's unoriginal, it's unfunny. And no, by no means am I saying that these people aren't good at what they do primarily. If they stayed on their main YouTube channels, I think that a lot of them do entertaining stuff. But it's when you decide that one day, when you realize you're only in it for the money, and that's it, time to make free money, let's do it, let's open a gaming channel because it's the most popular thing, and all of a sudden your major fan base from your main channel comes over to your gaming channel, and everyone watches it because, you know, they're already your hardcore dedicated fans, even though your videos suck, you're not funny, and you're not good at gaming, okay? I know people are going to say, Phil, you're hypocritical because you're not great at gaming. I never said I was great at gaming. I never ever touted that, you know, no, I'm a master level. The only game that I admittedly said I think I'm pretty good at is Street Fighter. Everything else, I'm just an average guy. And over the past couple of years playing all the major releases, I feel that I've gotten better. I'm probably better than a Joe Schmo who never plays video games, but I know I'm not great. However, I think I find ways to become very entertaining in my playthroughs, and the feedback that I receive definitely says that, okay? So now, let me warn you everyone, I'm going to take a sip, and I'm going to particularly address a certain person because this is the situation that I find myself in. I'm very upset about it. I know some people are going to flip out. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm not trying to directly attack anyone, but I have to state my honest feelings on this particular person. And keep in mind, the reason I'm not doing this video because of this particular person, but because there's a situation that I'm going to reveal at, you know, near the end of why I'm upset, okay? The person I'm talking about is Tobuscus, Toby Turner. You know him. Everyone, it's a recognizable name. He's a huge YouTuber. He makes the big fucking money from his main channel, but now he's made this Toby Games channel where he does video game playthroughs. And I'll be honest, I don't watch every video of his. I've said it openly. I don't watch most other people's YouTube videos because I don't have time. I'm too busy working myself and with my own life. I don't sit there watching YouTube videos. You know, I'm too busy. I'd rather create content than watch someone else's content. But what I can tell you is this. I've seen a couple of his like vlogs, his stuff on his main channel. It's actually good, okay? I think that the guy is entertaining. He's got a natural charisma, some of the affectations in his voice, the things that he does. They're entertaining, okay? And that's cool, you know? Great that he does that stuff. I think he does those literal trailers for games and movies and stuff. People love it. Awesome. Cool. Keep doing it. But he decided one day, I'm just going to make a gaming channel. And there have been, he says things like, oh, I've always been a gamer. No, you haven't. Watch your own fucking videos. You're horrible. It's obvious that you did it for the money. You said, gee, I want more money. I'm not making enough on my main channel for me. And I've decided that I'm going to make a gaming channel just to play these games, be horrible at them. I'm going to dub scripted shitty commentary over it later, and I know that people are just going to come over from my main channel to watch it. Okay. I'm upset about it because I know that he gets, definitely, there's a jealousy factor, I'll be honest with you. Because I bust my fucking ass when I do this stuff, when I'm playing these games. When I go for a midnight release and I play a new game 13 hours straight, I'm busting my ass. This guy plays 1 or 2 games a week, if that, you know, casually uploads videos and gets retarded views for absolutely no fucking reason. He's not entertaining on those particular videos. It's just his fan base comes over to his other content and watches it because they support it. Okay? It is what it is. He wants to do it, he can do it. far be it from me, and I've said this before, far be it from me to try to take money out of someone else's pocket. Just because I don't agree with what he's doing, just because I don't find it entertaining, doesn't mean that other people might not find it entertaining, okay? That being said, as I've said, it seems like that when particular people like him try to jump out of their comfort zone and do other things, they fail, they suck. That's why I don't understand. If you know you're good at one thing, why would you try to jump over to something else just for the sake of making free money? Wouldn't you want to focus on the thing you know you're good at and become even better and become a master in that field? So if he's great at these literal trailers, he's great at vlogs, he's great at that, why not focus to be the #1 guy on YouTube who does that kind of stuff instead of worrying about going and playing video games, which, by the way, there's thousands of people who are already doing it, and all you're doing is trying to cash in and make a free buck, okay? And the case in point, two particular cases that I want to bring up, because one just recently happened and one is the direct reason I'm making this video, okay? At E3, Ubisoft, whatever you want to call them, every year they've been hiring like interesting people to host their press conferences. And this year they hired 2 people. I believe it was, I forget, I apologize, I forget the girl's name who they hired, but she's a voice actor in Archer. She's been an actor on TV. She's a female comedian, okay? And she was like the figurehead for the press conference. She was great. And then they hired Toby Turner to be the guy backstage. He's acting like an asshole. He acts like he's a goofball. He's self-deprecating. Complete, utter flop. Not one person at E3 laughed at anything he did. People thought he was a joke. People were like, who the fuck is this guy and why is he here? We want to hear about the games and have a good time. We don't want to see this guy try to be a stand-up comedian because he's not. That's not what he's good at. But he took the paycheck, he went in, he did it, and he failed miserably. Collectively, everyone agrees he failed miserably. He's not funny. If you even watch the press conference on YouTube, there's comments on the videos like, oh man, this is Toby, why isn't anyone laughing? Like, because he's not funny. He's not funny in that atmosphere. He's a master of doing great stuff on his main YouTube channel in that style. That's what he should stick to, okay? Now, the reason I bring that up is now the direct reason I'm making this video and why I'm so fucking upset, okay? As you know, it's a dog-eat-dog world. We're all always in direct competition to get to the top. I'm trying to be successful with my YouTube channel. As you know, this is my livelihood. It's a bad economic climate. If this doesn't work out, I honestly don't know what on earth I'm going to do for a job, especially considering I was laid off from my job. My dad just recently got laid off from his job, which he worked at for 35 years, and there's no one hiring in any job sector of anything we had training in. Like, I'd be fucked. I really would. I would be completely fucked if this thing didn't work out. So I have to worry about things from a business perspective, okay? And so I know that there are people like Toby Turner out there who are doing it for the money and who are just, you know, not really gamers, but it's okay. And he's taken up, honestly, he's taken up my viewer base. I know it. I know that on a daily basis people watch his stuff, people watch my stuff. He gets more views than I did. Fine, okay. But here's where I have a fucking problem. And here we go. Last year, EA Games decided to hire Toby to do a internet advertisement campaign for their football line of video games. And the one particular one that I'm going to address, because I saw this one, was Madden 12 last year, okay? They hired him to go to some staged, you know, launch party where there were kids playing the game and there were football players there, to go around and basically make an ass of himself, to interview the players and say funny things to them, to interview the gamers and say funny things to them, to make jokes, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Wasn't funny. I'm sorry. It wasn't funny. If you watch the ad back, you're like, why is he doing this? Because he actually openly admits in these advertisements, and I'm not kidding you, he does this, he's not good at video games, he's definitely not good at Madden, he doesn't know a lot about football, and he's not a fan of football. So, let's hire a guy who has no fucking knowledge whatsoever about our product simply because he has an internet viewership on YouTube. That's literally what EA did. They didn't do any research. They didn't realize that this guy, outside of the stuff he does on his main channel, that no one looks to him as like a guide or a guru of gaming or anything like that. No one looks at him like that. In fact, people think that he's a joke when it comes to gaming. Yet, they hired him to do this ad campaign. Fine. I'm okay with it. You want to hire anyone? You can hire Joe Schmo off the street. You can hire fucking foot stuck to something on the floor. You can hire J-Lo to advertise your fucking thing. I don't care what you do. That is completely within your rights, okay? Similarly to this, right now on YouTube, there is a massive ad campaign, okay, in the ads on videos for NCAA 13, which is a college football game coming out soon. Again, they picked up Toby to do this ad campaign. And again, he's doing the same thing. This time he's not at a launch party. He's there with the developers of the game. He's at their offices. And it's laughable because when he's doing this ad, he's actually playing the game and openly admits he sucks. He's like, here, you want to play? He's like, I don't know if you want me to do that because I don't know if I'm actually going to show off your game in a positive light because I suck at games. He starts playing it. He's horrible, of course. He actually has to give the gamepad to the game developer to score a touchdown so that the game looks good. I mean, so wait a minute. You paid a guy who can't even play the game that you hired him to advertise, okay? And all that would be fine if like he was doing humorous stuff and it was funny, but it's not. It's like I said, when you watch these ads, it's like someone taking their nails and fucking scratching a chalkboard because you know the guy has talent, you know the guy is funny, but not in this atmosphere. He wasn't funny at E3, he's not funny in these ads, he's funny as hell on his own channel with his own original content, okay? When it comes to gaming, he's not funny. He never has been. I don't think he ever will be. So it's hilarious that this guy, who's known primarily on YouTube not for gaming, made a gaming channel just to make money, and now he's getting hired by game companies to represent their products at E3, to represent their products on ads on YouTube, when he has no fucking product knowledge, he has no concept of anything gaming, and he's not funny in this atmosphere. All that being said, that's actually not what I'm complaining about, okay? Here's what I'm complaining about. For the past 3 fucking days, as you know, I have ads on my videos. He's been on my videos, okay? And here's why I'm upset. I'm not upset that he's advertising the game. That's fine. It's even a gaming-related ad. I understand why it's on my video. But at the end of the fucking ads, there's a link to his channel. What? That's fucking a completely unfair business practice. YouTube should know better than to allow ads on their website that promote competing channels on your own fucking channel. And by the way, I have no ability whatsoever to disable certain ads that have to do with certain subjects. So for example, a lot of people have said to me, Phil, I've seen political ads on your videos. You're not about politics. Why do I see those? Because I have no ability to filter the ads that are on my videos. This just doesn't exist. Same thing with all these weird products and things that people see on the ads. Now most people just ignore them. Most people, they have an ad blocker, they're doing whatever, they're not watching them anyway. But there are a viewer base who are going on YouTube and they're looking around for gaming footage, and if the first thing you see is a giant fucking ad of Toby Turner's fucking face in your face with a link to his fucking channel on it, do you think you're going to click the ad? And on the flip side of that, anyone who's a football fan, maybe you're watching that ad because you want to see footage of the game, and you're putting up with him because you know he's obnoxious and you're putting up with his bad humor, but you want to see the footage of the game in the ad. You get to the end and it links to his channel. Maybe you think, gee, if I go there, there'll be more footage of the game or whatever. It's an unfair business practice. I don't fucking want ads on my videos that are advertising other people's directly competing channels. Now here's the thing. There have been ads on my videos before related to other YouTube channels, but they've been unrelated. So there was one, I remember one that was about makeup, okay? It's fashion, that sports. I've seen those. There's been ads. Oh, go see this, go look at this guy's channel because they're related to that stuff. Fine, okay, you're not killing my viewer base when you do that. Yeah, sure, it might take someone away from my video, but I know at least it's not a direct competition. You're not going to them to see gaming footage. You're coming to me to see gaming footage, maybe you go to them to watch sports or whatever. But when you have an ad that is a direct competitor's ad on my video, and I have no ability to disable it, I have no ability to control what videos that ad will show on, that's ridiculous. And again, it's like a perfect storm of bullshit. A guy who is really good at comedy, but decides that he just wants to make a free buck, ends up hitting it big because his fan base comes over to his shitty gaming channel. He then gets signed by all these companies, and now I have to put, it's bad enough that I put up with the fact that this guy has his fucking gaming channel and is successful, okay, with minimal effort when I bust my ass, but now I have to see his fucking face on my own content? Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. That is complete horse shit. And I just don't understand how this is not like a major hotbed of discussion right now. I don't want competitors on my videos. Anyone who makes gaming videos and has ads on your videos, this is a concern. This guy is getting free YouTube attention because they decided to link his fucking YouTube page in an EA ad. That shouldn't be that shouldn't be allowed. That is an unfair business practice. That doesn't promote fair business and fair competition. That's actually kind of giving him a monopoly on the viewership because people are forced to see these ads. You can't get around them unless you use an ad blocker, which you're not supposed to use. And then you see a link directly to his channel. It's free advertisement for him. So let me get this straight. He gets paid by EA to advertise the game, does a horrible job at it, and then he gets a free advertisement out of it too on other people's gaming videos. What the fuck were they thinking when this happened? Like, how... knowing, again, I have a business degree, I understand how business works. How the fuck was this ever allowed? Like, there should be people, and you know what it is, and I know what it is, it's because the internet. The internet is this new marketplace. It's like, it's kind of like the wild frontier. As you know, there's no censorship really on the internet right now. We're shutting down things like SOPA and PIPA that are trying to censor and regulate the internet. We like it like that. But an unfair, completely unfair business practice like this that affects me directly, I gotta speak out, okay? Now, I don't know what the resolution is. I don't know. I mean, what I would call for, obviously, is EA, if you're gonna have ads like that, just don't link his channel in it. I'm fine with you hiring whoever the fuck you want, you know what I mean, to advertising stuff, but at the end of the L'Oreal video with Jennifer Lopez, I don't see them linking to her fucking Facebook and Twitter account, so you don't need to do that. That's ridiculous. He's already getting paid. Why are you giving him a free advertisement that, by the way, because of YouTube's ad system, we have no ability, the common uploader has no ability to weed out what ads we do and don't want to show. And that's not fair to us, that you're taking away our viewer base for your fucking ad. So I would say the fair resolution to this is that EA should recut the ads and take his fucking link out of it, because I don't want people watching the ad on my channel, being forced to watch it, by the way, and then jump and ship to his channel to watch his game footage just because they had to watch this ad, okay? Completely unfair. I disagree with it. I know I'm going on a rant. I'm absolutely sure because I'm making this video, here comes the hate, here come the Toby fans who will be like, oh, you're just a jealous asshole. I understand it's not what it's about. I would have never said a word about this, despite the fact that if I like his stuff or not. I would have never fucking said a word about it if this didn't directly affect me and the content that I'm seeing on my channel. When I see that shit, that pisses me off because it's my business, it's my life, it's my livelihood, and I shouldn't have to be forced to freely advertise other people on my channel because the ad system is limited. I don't think that YouTube should implement a system where we have to pick and choose every ad. I think that would take way too long. In fact, I'm sure there's new ads loaded daily, and that would have like so much... You can't... That's a ridiculous amount of control. And even though I understand that, and I could actually see people who complain and say, well, I don't want to advertise politics, or maybe I'm completely against Republicans. I don't want to have a Republican ad or a Democratic ad on my video. And I can understand that too, but YouTube doesn't have that system right now. Will they ever have it? I don't know. I guess that would be another alternate resolution as well. If YouTube could implement a system where you could pick and choose the ads that you want to show on your videos, then I could understand that. But no, I'm completely against the fact that this guy is getting free advertisement on gaming channels, because by the way the Google ads work, hold on, I'm probably running out of time, I just want to double check, but just to let everyone know the way the Google ads work is that they actually check your viewing history on the internet, and they cater ads to you. So there's chances that a lot of you have never seen one of these ads. There's chances that a lot of you have probably seen them all the time because you watch a lot of gaming related footage, you go to a lot of gaming websites. Well, Google will cater the ads to what you see in your browser. So if you're a gamer, you're actually going to see these Toby Turner ads a lot more than anyone else, which is complete horseshit. It's not fair to the people who are working hard, who are here on YouTube trying to bust our ass to make a living, trying to entertain people, trying to put out original content, and we got this guy getting free advertising for something he puts in minimal effort for, never really dedicated himself to, fails at miserably, and we have to have a link to his fucking channel on our channel. That's where I fucking draw the line in the sand, and I say, bullshit. That needs to fucking go away. That is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm fucking ripping pissed about it. I don't want this fucking guy's face on my channel. I swear to God, I woke up, refreshed my channel to see how I was doing today. First thing I see is his big fucking head, and I'm like, if I could fucking punch through the internet, I would, because I don't want to fucking see him. I shouldn't be forced to see shit like that I don't like. You know what I mean? Again, far be it from me to say people can't make money, to say that people can't have be successful and have a living. I fully support that. I'm doing it. I'm living the dream too here on YouTube. But I shouldn't be subjected to be forced to see other people who are my direct competitors in my fucking face every day. That's where I draw the line. That's bullshit. That's my rant. Something should be done about it. And that's it. It's off my chest. I feel better. I'm going to go back to what I do good, or do best, playing games and doing entertaining commentary for everyone. So, I'm Darkside Phil. Thanks a lot for putting up with my rant, because I am still kind of pissed, but now I'm calm because I got it off my chest. And I'll see you for new gameplay soon. Thanks.